Finally, the wasteful government spending in North Carolina state government is coming to an end. Or is it? That was basically the message the other week from Republican House Speaker Destin Hall. Now, as the Speaker of North Carolina State House, Destin Hall is one of the most powerful politicians in our state. And he says he's putting together a whole new legislative committee to tackle unnecessary government bloat and waste, his words. So this is very exciting. Everyone hates government waste, and it's time we cut the fat and figure out who is frittering away North Carolina taxpayers' money on a bunch of junk. To do that, the new Select Committee on Government Efficiency will have to take a close look at North Carolina state government and figure out who wrote and approved all these laws and policies and budgets that are wasting taxpayer money. Like $500 million taxpayer dollars that went to a secretive venture capital fund that keeps its finances secret from the public. Or another $500 million taxpayer dollars that went to subsidize tuition at a network of fly-by-night evangelical schools that have no oversight at all. Or $55 million taxpayer dollars that went to a for-profit company in Charlotte run by Republican insiders that spent the money on late taxes and luxury hotels. Or $50 million to a company no one had heard of to dredge the Oregon Inlet that was so shady it prompted a federal grand jury. I really could keep going. There are a million of these examples. So if you're wondering who's behind all that stuff, it's the legislature. It's the same guys who are now putting together a committee on government efficiency, including Speaker Destin Hall himself, who signed off and voted for all that stuff. Republicans have held complete control of both chambers of North Carolina state legislature for 14 years running. They've written every budget, every law, and every policy in that time. They just don't always want people to know that. By the way, some of you who follow state news might be thinking to yourself, didn't we just do this last year? And the answer is yes, we did. In the 2023 state budget, Republicans created a new committee called the Government Operations Committee, or GovOps, and gave it very invasive powers to investigate private citizens, even without a warrant. This is in addition to the 15 domain-specific oversight committees at the legislature already. We also have a position elected statewide called the state auditor, who has over 100 employees, and all they do is audit government operations. So we're going to be super duper efficient. There is absolutely waste and fraud in North Carolina state government, but where it exists, it's been put there by people in the legislature who control the spending. Now, maybe yet another committee will change that, but probably not. If voters don't like it, they'll have to put different people in charge.